Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all are doing well. Today we have a little bit of interesting news regarding that whole TablosAF versus Demoniacal fit, and now Kong Studios technically. Kind of an update there that I wanted to talk about. So to quickly just get into it, TablosAF finally makes mention of Kong Studios here. This was yesterday. Made a whole little post on this Mambi website that I guess he uses for communicating with fans and whatnot, right? So essentially the same things that he's calling out Demoniacal fit for, with the whole selling it, not giving any profits to him, and now making claims about wanting to donate those funds to fight against cancer. And if you've seen my other community posts talking about that, it's really random now that he's using that as a talking point rather than before when he initially started calling these guys out. And it kind of feels like he's trying to make fans of his feel bad for even being interested in that. There's some weird nuance there with that I feel like he's kind of using that to his advantage. But, I won't use that too much as a topic here. You can go read that in the community post if you want to. But so basically, just to kind of reference here, all right, I'm going to say this in the video too. These shops are not like they're physical or online presence of Kong Studios or Demoniacal fit. They sell the stuff, but they're not like people who have a say in like what goes on, right? They have whatever little deal that they have between who's splitting what money, right, between the store and the profits Demoniacal fit or Kong makes probably. But besides that, I don't think anything else happens. If you've seen my previous posts a while ago, I did mention that I DM'd like 5K Toys, Omnime Store, and Toy Arena. Didn't get anything back from 5K Toys. They're not really that good at responding to things a lot, but Omnime told me basically that they haven't heard anything from Demoniacal fit regarding some of the products, and the same goes for Toy Arena. So to me, when I hear that, that basically tells me Demoniacal fit is not really in contact with those shops that regularly like that. They give them an update when they feel like they can, I guess. They don't really tell them anything besides that. Hence, for example, it's been almost a year with that whole Vegito thing going on that I recently posted on the community post too. If you want to go see that, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Vegito. It's been on pre-order for like, a year almost, or just about. And it's finally potentially going to come. But yeah, Omnime didn't even know about it, like in terms of when it was actually going to come, if it was finished, what the progress was, anything like that. So these shops don't really know anything, and that goes the same for AliExpress shops. Now, this particular AliExpress shop is selling these for like, $200. Now, in my opinion, these are not really people who are, I guess you could say, selling it directly, like they're ordering it from Kong and selling it for your average price, which should be around like $60-$70 for these each. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but these are probably people who are intending to mark it up, as you can see here, and make a little bit more money off of it. I've not really heard this shop be used a lot by people for Kong stuff and different things like that. But yeah, most people originally, when this was up for pre-order, a month ago, had it up for the average price that it was listed for. So a bit weird, but also it's a bit weird that TablosAF is just now saying something, right? These have been on pre-order for like I said, about a month ago or so. So I don't know. It's a weird situation with that, because he did make mention of them before in an Instagram post where he said, "Oh, change the color so it can be more accurate to this, whatever." And not realizing that no, Kong is doing their own thing for their own reasons, just like Demoniacal fit now changed it for their own reasons. But the biggest thing out of this is that he wants to make his own figure. So what's interesting about that is that he's going to do exactly what Kong and Demoniacal fit do, which is try to reproduce the likeness of Tamashii Nations, which would be technically illegal. So if he was to do that, the claims you make against Kong and Demoniacal fit are pretty baseless at that point, right? The other thing is, I don't really know like what his experience or what people he has in contact that he could potentially even do this with. on the same scale of what Demoniacal Fit and Kong do, you know, they mass produce it to a degree. So it's definitely a lot more on the cheaper side in terms of the figure. It's not like you're paying one individual customizer $200 for it, right? And that's kind of the thought process. I was talking a little bit with Bombastic Plastic AF about this. Like, the price is definitely not going to be something like, and this is all hypothetical. We don't really know if he's going to even do this. But we don't really know like what his price even for this would be. It could be some outrageous $200 price tag, right? Because it's just him doing it, I guess. And I guess that's fair in a way, you know, customizers who are doing individual commissions and stuff like that. Sure, that's fine. But if he's going to mass produce it and he's going to be charging that high for it, yikes, man. Only the most dedicated people who are into this TablosAF guy are really going to care, I guess. But again, I mean, we can go to this other link as well. I think I wanted to briefly talk about this as well. So this is the Demoniacal Fit one. But Demoniacal Fit listing from, I think this was Hobby Model. No, this Figure Model store on AliExpress. They removed that listing. And I assume that they were just either being harassed potentially by TablosAF or just didn't want to deal with the dude at all. So they unlisted it for now. Because he kind of confirmed at that point that he didn't do anything. So he was curious what happened to it, why it was gone, which basically just tells me he didn't do anything and they were just either trying to avoid having to deal with the guy or whatever. Because, you know, it's a shop. Like, they don't want their shop to be entirely fucking, you know, closed down off of something so small that they have really no control over. But yeah, again, we'll see how this all turns out. One message I do have is like, the guy is trying to get a hold of them through like what is publicly available on the, at least US, like the more common social apps, you know what I mean? Like Instagram and Twitter. I don't know what other clear way to say it, but like, those are not the best way to get in contact with any of them. Trust and believe. If the shops are not even being able to get in contact with them via those sites, I doubt you are. Same with whatever email is listed up there. You're going to have to go through the proper social channels on their side if you want to even get close to that. And unfortunately, I don't think he really wants to go that deep into it. You know, when you guys see like me or Bombastic Plastic AF or any other creators that are like posting those pictures, most of those pictures from Demoniacal Fit Kong Studios are coming from a China-based social app, which can either be a QQ app or Baidu or Weibo. So, you know, you really have to like dig deep and you have to go through those proper channels in order to get in contact with those people. And again, it really doesn't seem like he's really taken those strides to do that. He thinks that whatever is just publicly available from those main social channels like Instagram and Twitter, that's what it is and is what you got to take for it. You know what I mean? And it's not the case. You know, he recognizes that they're based in China, so I don't know why that's something he can't really grasp. But yeah, we'll see how this all goes. It's been interesting to see how this develops, I guess. But yeah, I guess we'll see. You're gonna love it and you'll have your signature on it. That's interesting. We'll see. Right now it's just been all words, but yeah, that's been pretty much it. I wanted to briefly talk about it, and if you want to read this article or whatever, I'll put it in the description or the comments and you guys can talk about it. But it is just overall interesting just to see, because it definitely came out of nowhere. So anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.